This week on Virginia Tech Television, Virginia Tech kicks off celebrations of annual International Education Week.
And the Hokies tell us how they took on Halloween.
All this and more on this episode of Tech Tonight. Virginia Tech's annual Education Week begins November 13th with an opening reception and performance. The opening reception will kick off the celebrations for the week, taking place from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. in Squires Perspective Art Gallery. The reception will be followed by the Dance of Nations, where Virginia Tech students will demonstrate their country's culture through dancing, singing, playing instruments, and other performances. The Dance of Nations will begin at 7 p.m. in Haymarket Theater. Virginia Tech's International Education Week events are sponsored by the Council of International Student Organizations and Cranwell International Student Center. For more information, visit gobblerconnect.vt.edu and search Dance of Nations 2023.
In honor of the upcoming Military Appreciation Week, Virginia Tech will recognize all 320 employees who identify as military veterans. The Virginia Tech Corps of Cadets will hand-deliver gifts to the veteran employees and will hand them invitations to join Virginia Tech in events to celebrate Veterans Day. There will be a remembrance ceremony on Friday, November 10th at 10:30 a.m. in the War Memorial Chapel, with the memorial wreath being placed in front of the cenotaph on War Memorial Court at 11 a.m. For more information on the Veterans Day events, please visit veterans.vt.edu. Virginia Tech celebrated Halloween this year with festivities at Owens Dining Hall. Reporters Katie Levy and Evelyn Bowling bring us to the event.
I'm Katie Levy.
And I'm Evelyn Bowling.
And we are here at Owens Dining Hall, where students and faculty alike are celebrating the spookiest holiday of the year, Halloween.
The halls have eyes. An event hosted by Owens partakes in the traditions such as passing candy.
Is there an age where one is too old to celebrate Halloween activities?
Never. Always go out trick-or-treating. It is the best. Get your candy, have fun, be something different that you love, have a great time.
I do celebrate Halloween just because it's a really fun holiday. It's always been my favorite holiday. I love dressing up, the whole spooky season, watching horror movies, trick-or-treating, just everything about the holiday.
Virginia Tech's International Cafe Hour continues on Friday, November 3rd. This event is hosted by the Latino Association of Student Organizations at Virginia Tech and Cranwell International Center. The event features performances, presentations from students, trivia, games, and more. Admission to the event is free, with refreshments and snacks provided to attendees by dining services. There will also be an opportunity to win giveaways, including 2 tickets to a performance at Moss Arts Center. The International Cafe Hour takes place from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Dietz Place. To learn more information, visit International Cafe Hours on gobblerconnect.vt.edu. Virginia Tech's Chef Series began at Owens Food Court on November 3rd. Chef Nick Simpson visited Pops at Owens Dining Hall to serve smash burgers, brisket chili cheese fries, and much more. Burgers were able to be customized with the choice of lettuce, tomato, pickle, and sliced yellow onion. This is the first of many events in Virginia Tech's Chef Series, and we can expect more chefs to come in to continue the series. For more information on Chef Series events, visit Virginia Tech's dining services on gobblerconnect.vt.edu. November 7th was Election Day, and Virginia Tech students all around campus gathered to vote in state and local government elections. Our political analysts here at Tech Tonight are here with everything you need to know.
Democrats have won the Senate and the House in Virginia's General Assembly. Last Tuesday, 140 legislative seats were on the ballot. The Commonwealth legislature was previously split, with Democrats controlling the Senate and Republicans controlling the House of Delegates. This election determined if Virginia's legislature would remain split or if one party would hold the majority in both chambers. For Virginia Tech students, on-campus voting was available at Squires Student Center. 232 people voted at Squires, and over 3,000 other Hokies voted off-campus in Blacksburg. Virginia Tech students have been protesting the war between Israel and Hamas every Friday since October 20th. In a statement released on October 12th by the organization Students for Peace and Justice in Palestine, they said, "None of us are free until all of us are free." The war has been going on for over a month now, with the death toll surpassing 10,000 Palestinians and 1,400 Israelis. Virginia Tech President Tim Sands also made a comment on the war, saying, "We grieve with the families and friends of those killed, injured, and taken hostage."
In national news, there's a shift in the political landscape as Mike Johnson, Republican representative from Louisiana, becomes the 56th Speaker of the United States House of Representatives in a vote of 220 to 209. This decision came after weeks of debates that resulted in backdowns from various representatives. As the new Speaker, Johnson is expected to focus on topics of healthcare reforms, immigration, and the recovery of the United States economy. Reactions of the vote were mixed, with some praising Johnson's experience in American politics and others are concerned. The election of Mike Johnson as the new Speaker of the House marks a significant moment in American politics. For more insight on the election of Mike Johnson, here's political analyst Claire Huff. Claire, welcome to the desk.
Thanks, it's a pleasure.
So, more about this election of Mike Johnson. Throughout the multiple weeks of trying to find a new speaker, there's been multiple representatives that have suspiciously dropped out. Rather, it was because they didn't have enough votes, it was more so complicated inside of the House itself, or they just didn't feel like they can rise to the occasion. Some examples of that can include like Tom Emmer and Steve Scalzi. How did you feel about that?
I was a little surprised, but I felt that it really shows how chaotic Congress is right now. I mean, it took 3 weeks for them to choose a speaker. And I think that really shows their state right now.
And with that, there's been the minority leader of the House, Hakeem Jeffries, that has been consistent. And the Democratic Party really seems to be getting along with Jeffries. And with Democratic ideologies and Republican ideologies kind of clashing together. How would that kind of change the landscape of the House itself?
Yeah, I think right now there's so much clashing that nothing can get done. I mean, a government shutdown is on the way, it seems. I think Jeffries has really stuck with the Democrats and been by their side throughout this whole process. I think that kind of shows his character in the Democratic side of the aisle.
Of course. And lastly, what would you think about the future? So, more so on that, how would you think the future of Congress will affect the United States government as a whole?
I think Congress has a huge impact on the whole United States. I think for them to benefit its citizens and help out, I think they're going to have to come together quickly.
Absolutely. Yeah. I agree on that one.
Yeah. And upcoming is Hannah with the weather.
Thanks, Claire. The weather for next week is looking pretty chilly, definitely much colder than previous weeks. Monday will have a high of 52 and a low of 38. Tuesday will have a high of 54 and a low of 39. Wednesday will have a high of 47 and a low of 47. Thanksgiving, we will have a high of 46 and a low of 23. A great day to spend indoors with friends and family. Friday will have a high of 46 and a low of 26. Saturday will have a high of 50 and a low of 29. And finally, Sunday will have a high of 49 and a low of 29. It's going to be a great week. Be sure to bundle up Hokies, have a great Thanksgiving break, safe travels.
Weather this month in Blacksburg sure has been a roller coaster, hasn't it?
It sure has. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Tech Tonight. Don't forget to follow us on social media at VTTV 33 and look out for special content coming from Virginia Tech Television.
We'll see you next time.